Welcome back to my channel. My name is India, and today I'm going to be going over my second trimester recap. So I'm going to get right into the video. So now that I'm officially in my third trimester, I'm going to be talking about everything that happened in my second trimester. Okay, so feeling baby's kicks for the first time. I remember feeling his kicking like early on in the first trimester, but they were just like flutters. But I could really feel them when I hit my second trimester. They were like really strong. Now that's all he does all the time, just kicks all the time. So some of the new symptoms that I had in my second trimester would be gas pockets. Like I would have a lot of gas in my chest to certain foods that I ate, like watermelon. So I would have to eat like watermelon in moderation just because there would be like gas that would form up here and it would hurt so bad. Another one would be my pubic bone pain. I don't know if I'm saying this right. Symphysis pubis dysfunction. We're going to go with that. So I just say pubic bone pain. You know, the further along you get in your pregnancy, the more you weigh, and that could cause strain on your pubic bone. That has come and gone throughout my entire second trimester. Like from moving to get out of bed, or like squatting to sit down to the toilet, or even just working out, it like caused a lot of pain. It feels like a pulled muscle almost, but worse. So think of like pulling a muscle in your pubic bone, but like 10 times worse. Some cravings. So I was craving sweets like probably 90% of the time in my second trimester, from junk food sweets to like candy, but also like sweets in general, so like fruit. So I didn't want to be eating like candy all the time, so I would try to substitute the chocolate, like the Hershey's chocolate bars, for like strawberries and cantaloupe and other sweet natural fruits. Another symptom would be loss of breath. As you can tell, I'm like fighting for my life now, but it was really bad in like my second trimester, just from walking up the stairs in school to just walking down the hallway to like the kitchen, or from the kitchen to like my bedroom. I felt like I could never catch my breath. So I was always like, whew. And yeah, it was horrible. So another symptom for my second trimester would be regaining my energy. Like compared to my first trimester, I had a lot more energy in my second trimester, but it wasn't like a lot to where I was, oh, I can do all this stuff. I can go run a mile. No. But compared to like the fatigue and the exhaustion the first trimester, it was a lot better going into my second trimester. Some of my highlights for my second trimester, finding out the gender of the baby. So we found out the gender at 16 weeks. We did the NIPT test at 10 weeks, but we didn't find out the gender until we were 16 weeks. So that was a huge moment for us. That was really exciting to find out the gender, to know like what we're having, because we had been just like waiting on that moment for so long, especially since our miscarriage. We didn't know, we never got that far along to find out what we were having. So it was just such a surreal feeling to be like, okay, oh my God, we're having a son. And then we picked out our name. Or actually, we had our name already picked out, but we finally put the name to, the baby's gender. So that was good. Another highlight would be the 20-week ultrasound. For us, it was exciting because, for one, we're halfway there. And for two, we were able to see baby's limbs. Like they measured his kidneys, they measured his stomach, they measured his head. Like it was really cool. We got to see a 3D version of him, even though he wasn't like quite formed all the way. It was still really interesting to see like a 3D version. But we got to see like, wow, there's literally a human growing inside of us, and we got to see his kidneys and his toes and his fingers, and it was just really interesting to see. That was also very exciting, but I was kind of worried about it, just because I was like, what if they missed something in the beginning, like an abnormality that they missed, and we find out at this appointment, like, oh my gosh. So there was like a little bit of fear that crept in, but God helped me with that. I was like, you know what? God's got us. Our baby's fine, and she's healthy. So yeah, it ended up working out great. I wouldn't say this is the highlight, but this is something that happened to me in my second trimester. So I've had my belly button pierced for years, and I've had the same one that they pierced me with. So my stomach obviously is stretching, and I took it out, and put in the pregnancy belly button rings, but the material, it like didn't go well with my skin. So my skin started rejecting the material. I think it was like a plastic barbell, but my skin did not like it. So I took it out, ordered a new one. I couldn't get the new one in, so I left my old one out for a day. I was like, I'm just gonna leave it out for a day and just whatever. It ended up closing up. So that sucks. I was like, ugh, that's horrible. And I don't want to get it re-pierced afterwards, although I can. But I was trying to have it the entire pregnancy, but didn't happen. Another highlight would be I went hiking 6 months pregnant. I was so excited, but also nervous. Here where I live, the weather is not always great to go hiking in the day. So you have to go like super, super early in the morning, which is fine. I was nervous because I haven't been hiking since I've been pregnant and I didn't know how my body was gonna like react. I'm like, okay, I'm already out of breath. I don't want to be climbing up these mountains 6 months pregnant. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it, but I actually did make it. Um, I gave myself grace. I took a lot of breaks. Every like 10 minutes, I needed to stop and catch my breath. Ended up going all the way to the top, and we got to see the sunrise. So it was really beautiful, and I was really glad I went. I was super sore afterwards for days, but I was glad I went. Another highlight would be seeing my bump form. I didn't get a bump until like 22, between 22 and 24 weeks. So up until that point, it just looked like I was bloating or gaining weight, which sucked because I like looking a certain way. I like looking in shape. I do work out, keep my figure. I try to maintain my figure, but I was like, it just looks like I'm fat. Now that I'm in my third trimester, it's just exciting to look back and see like, wow, you really didn't have a bump, but like your bump started forming, becoming circular, and I don't know, it was just a beautiful experience. So another highlight would be that I'm still able to work out. So I'm really thankful that I'm still able to get up in the mornings and work out every day and just to keep myself healthy, to prepare for labor, to prepare for giving birth, all those things. And lastly, I can't fit into anything. It sucks not being able to fit in your own clothes. I have a whole wardrobe full of clothes that I just can't fit, and it's annoying. My first trimester, I definitely could get away with still wearing jeans, still wearing um, like the clothes that I wore pre-pregnancy. But like once I hit that threshold, even though my bump didn't form yet, I still was not able to fit into like my jeans. Some sweatpants I still can't even fit into, believe it or not, which is insane to me. But it's either biker shorts or maxi dresses, oversized t-shirts, even certain shoes. My feet are swelling. So there's just some sandals that I can't wear or some tennis shoes that I can't wear. So I'm in Crocs 90% of the time, which hasn't changed because I love Crocs and I wore them all the time before I was pregnant. But my feet are like off and on swelling to where that's kind of the only thing that I can wear. There are some sandals that I can get away with, but not for too long because then my feet will start swelling. I'm like, yeah, it's not worth it. But yeah, I'm really blessed to be in my third trimester. I can't believe I'm already here. We're at the final stretch. I feel like my pregnancy has gone by super fast. Everybody was telling me it's gonna take so long. You're gonna just wish you weren't pregnant anymore. You're just gonna want the baby to be here. But I've enjoyed my pregnancy thus far, even through all the bad symptoms and everything that I've dealt with. I've really enjoyed being pregnant and I'm just excited to be in this space and I'm truly blessed. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my second trimester recap video.